Oh my God, I can't call it yet, but I think the yard man has finally stopped making such noise. It's 11 o'clock a.m. in the morning, so possibly, but you know, no telling around these parts. Hey everybody, it's Brianca Jay. I'm back. In today's play is Antigone. We're still in it, and right now we're going to talk about the chorus. What role does it play? Also, I know a lot of us aren't like Shakespeareans or thespians by nature, and we look at plays from a literary point of view at least. We need a couple different skills and strategies to break down meaning and understand the smaller nuances that will be played on stage that we now have to seek out in our literature. So I'm going to briefly teach you guys how I typically do that. I'm also going to walk you through some of the major ideas and thematic concerns of this chorus line. So stick with me. So let's start off by saying, what's a chorus line anyway? Typically, we think of our typical choirs at church or possibly even at our schools. But this chorus is a bit different. This is one that lives in theater and helps to bring understanding and meaning and complexity to the play that we're watching. Now consider this. Consider the idea that the chorus has two major functions. One, to be fun, exciting, and bring a theatrical aspect to theater in itself. The other, well, it's to provide us with a different perspective. We want to understand, what do the people in the town think? And that's exactly what the chorus does. While Creon, Antigone, Esme, and all of them play out the major events right there on stage and how it affects them, the chorus represents how it affected different people throughout the town. The most problematic part of a chorus, it's probably not even a literary sense at all, but the fact that it takes a lot to put that many people on stage at one time. And when you read the stage directions, you have some people going left to right, others going right to left, and directing could probably be a little bit confusing, to be honest. But the chorus is a complex and ever-changing ideology. Their ideas and thoughts don't stay the same from one place to the next, and you'll see that as we continue reading this tragedy. What I really wanted to pay attention to right now is the different images that they utilize in order to bring meaning to how they feel. They don't simply say, I'm happy. They say, a ray of sunlight, right there in line 1. And then the next thing they say is a city of 7 gates, which 7 is a very lucky number in literature anyway. And the fact that it's a city of 7 gates, well, that obviously has to be saying something. So I have to underline that. Then there's the fact of the glowing of the golden day. Anything that's glowing and shining on you, it's typically quite favorable, considering this beautiful light. Isn't it favorable on me? I know it is. I know it is. Thank you. Just kidding, guys. But yeah, something glowing is going to give you some positive connotations and ideas about what's going on in the scene and how the people are feeling. So consider that. Even some of the things that they're doing. He uses words like driving, moving, and then a white shielded warrior. These are all ideas of something not staying still but constantly in shifting vibration. And a white shield, well, a shield protects you, and the color white typically represents innocence, purity, I don't know. White represents a lot of stuff in literature. So we have to ask ourselves, in this case, what's a white shield warrior exactly? The next thing they say is that they marched fully armed. These marching soldiers, wow, what a complex meaning. Now, these first 2 lines already give us the idea of someone marching on a city. That's correct. This entire chorus line is actually presenting some of the very major conflicts that have happened prior to the opening scene. So the play opens in media res, meaning that things have already occurred and now we're finally getting clued in as a reader. So the chorus acts to let us know what has happened before the play has opened. In this case, before the play is open, a warrior has tried to raid and claim the city. He ends up fighting a man who has the same mother and same father as him, which probably means his brother. What we find out is that both of these men lose and someone else is going to take the throne. What we find out through the chorus line is that the people of the city believe that this was an act of God, that the gods have given them favor, and that's why these men were unable to capture their city. He also represents how these people have made them feel. Their warring and claiming lands let us know that they weren't quite happy about these people trying to take their land, and may in fact be very happy that these two men have failed and died. The last thing I wanted to think of is the craft and structure of this play. I'm really thinking about how some of the imagery the chorus used is very different from the chorus leader. They talk about rays of sunshine and he talks about warring claims. I'm kind of curious, how do these images show the different tones or attitudes that the speakers have? Well, I guess we'll have to figure that out on our own. That's all I have for today. So I'll catch back up with you next week. I appreciate your time and attention, and I hope you enjoy reading Antigone. And please subscribe, like, or comment this video if it helped you in any way. Thank you so much. Have a great day.